Once you step out of the house, we're gonna warp away to safety until the deed is done. That means you'll be on your own.
No, not alone. The power of Gatlas will be on at our side.
Yeah, no shit. We know that. I'm just... God, it was just a figure of speech, Kelly. Look, Garmantuous is tough. You might not be able to beat him even with Lesduit. So, if push comes to shove, use this.
What is it?
A remote atomizer bomb. Intel says Garmantuous has thick skin like armor, but if you can get this inside him somehow, then trigger it remotely, well, let's just say his guts should still be easy to fuck up. This'll blow him up for good.
You really think we're gonna need that?
I don't know. Just don't want you to die. You happy now? Happy that you forced me to admit
Indeed I am, Gene.
Just take it. This thing was hard as hell to find.
Thanks, Gene. You know, we care about you too.
Okay, cool. Fuck off.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Good luck. You got this.
As Benton always says, I knew it.
Don't you dare fucking die on me.
We'll be waiting to celebrate with you when you're done. So yeah, don't fucking die, idiot.
Let's do it.
This is awful. But there's still time to save your people.
Let's do it.
Holy shit, that's the Let's Do It I remember.
God damn, he's a real powerhouse. Good thing we got him fixed up, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, no wonder they wanted him. He's a monster.
I'm glad he's on our side.
Wow, let's do it. You're so powerful. It's really impressive. Is anyone else seeing this? You guys gotta see this.
I gotta switch out of him in order to make sure. Oh wow, we're like actually. Undo it. So I communicate with him. You look at me when I'm talking to you. Oh no. Does he actually? Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he had mods. I thought I actually bought extra parts. Guess I didn't. Where else I gotta go? Here.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed.
Let's do it.
Man's a monster. All this power within my hands. It's beautiful.
Let's do it.
Fuck you, bounty hunter.
Let's do it.
You good, bounty hunter? I'm gonna decline your offer for
Let's do it.
Kill you.
You see, I'm debating whether or not to leave this in to show you, just, you know, oh look, and then pop in too, just to show you what I'm going through, or at least what's been happening as you get later into the game. Just to give you an example, I was hoping it'd run smooth, but clearly not.
Oh, let's go through the tube.
How you doing? Let's do it. I need to speak in this language. Let's do it. I'm stuck here looking at an alien butt because it's trying to load the next
Sweet Bugs
area.
doesn't do anything for me. Shit, they were using these tubes to transport humans? These aren't up to code. All right, of course. Fuck it. Nothing can be easy.
Some people need no introduction.
Where is my sniper, besides you being behind me out of nowhere?
Time bubble's ready when you need it.
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention to what Gene sent besides the casual. He said, oh, you've come a long way.
Oh, a sniper.
That's all I saw before I stopped paying attention to what he was sending. Something sappy, I know.
Enough with the fucking small fries already. Stop sending small fries after us, all right?
We're still not there, but that's all right. We have each other.
Hey there, bounty hunter. It's me, Pseudo, the voice of your suit. The whole game, you know me, you remember me. You don't play dumb, fucking asshole. I'm here just to say, before the game's over, looks like it's the final mission. You're doing good. It's scary. I'm so proud of you. I've watched you grow from just a weak-looking kid. Now you're so strong. Everyone thinks you're.
Yeah, you're also watching me struggle to load this area.
You're about to dismantle an entire criminal organization. That's impressive. That's pretty fucking cool. So that's all I wanted to say. That's a serious drop on Pseudo. No more lines from me. Bye-bye. I love ya.
Jesus, get this sniper out of here. It's getting annoying. And I need energy.
Let's do it!
Yeah, every time he says that, he's ready.
Shit, the whole neighborhood was destroyed.
Could have been in there just sitting there. Let's do it! Using the bathroom. Could have been your house.
Now you know what it was like for a hunting atlas, a bounty hunter. Sorry, that was cool, but I am right.
Let's do it! Let's do it! Let's do it!
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it!
At least they're giving you proper time to enjoy them.
Grenade!
Let's do it!
If you want to use my trick hole, you gotta be with my friends.
Are we fighting some guys or just hanging out? I'm down for whatever.
We're hanging out, creature. Hanging out. Because this is a slaughter. It's not even a challenge. Suffer.
That's for healing all you. Good night, everyone.
Don't worry about me and G. We're safe. They really decided to use fire as a wall.
There's no time for feelings.
Boy.
Let's just focus on killing Garmantuous.
Yeah, not the time for chit-chat, Kenny.
Oh, come on. You're not still...
Mad at you? Look, it's
I'm
complicated.
kinda mad still, yeah.
Yes, it's complicated. We all love you, Kenny. It's complicated. Like
I'm not walking on purpose, by the way. I'm being forced to walk.
Drug experience together, and we learned so much about ourselves and working together.
Look,
And
Kenny, there's a lot of shit to work through here. We're not gonna solve it in one drug trip.
Maybe we did, though. You know we're here with you, Kenny. You're practically family, and we mostly only have each other. But it's not that easy.
Yeah, so let's just kill Garmantuous and see where things go from there.
We'll completely forgive you after we kill Garmantuous, Kenny. Creature, that's not true. But it's not true.
Okay, I get it. Let's just do this.
Let's do it.
And I'm here too. Knifey, your friend.
Oh.
Remember me?
Yeah, I forgot about it. Find a path forward.
Feeling good, Bounty Hunter? Another
Feeling
Sweetie
great.
Fan. Yeah, she is really popular with you, huh? I mean...
Let's do it.
Okay, give it to me straight, guys. Do you really think we can beat Garmantuous?
With Let's Do It? Yes, big time. He fucks shit up. We're unstoppable.
Yeah, I guess.
We can do this, Kenny. Creature's right. We can. We can do this.
I hope so. I just
I messed
don't
up.
want to let everybody down again.
What's the plan?
The plan is
Not bad, huh?
we finally
let's
finished
still got
this.
Hello again.
Who? Oh, in creature. I was wondering who was saying hello. Follow the vacuum pipe.
I'm just glad I
Thank
can
you.
help too.
You're doing a good job, creature.
Let's do it.
Neon's still pretty handy, huh?
I guess this is it. Brace yourself.
Shit, this is it. It's him.
Where? Excuse me? I didn't.
No, we're not gonna die.
Look, you just ruined the whole intro. Okay.
I'm really fucking strong. And you killed all my men. You busted my operation. You trespassed on my territory. You understand why I'm going to fucking kill you, right? Is it clear?
Well, listen, I understand what you're saying here, but
Jesus, Kenny, stand your ground. We're gonna fucking kill you, Garmantuous.
Look at them jumping up at him. That's funny. They're trying.
I'm going to kill. K-I-L-L-E. Forget the E. You're my property. You're my product. I control you. You really don't understand how the world works, do you? You think I'm evil, but
No buts, no ifs, ands, or buts, dude. You're evil. You're like cut and dry evil.
that's just the only way you're capable of viewing things from your childish perspective.
No. It's from everybody's perspective. No one has an opposite perspective of you. You're the evil guy. You're just evil.
You're just naive.
you're evil, Garmantuous.
You're evil, and we're gonna kill you.
Hello, I'm Creature.
I can't believe you won't even let me monologue.
Committed alien genocide multiple times. Why would we let you monologue?
Because I've got to do it so many times by now. I'm so good at it. Oh, A+ monologue. You're letting it slip past you because you can't shut your trap. Fighting me is pointless. Boom.
Let's do it.
Nothing. I feel nothing. Look what I did to your entire whole planet. You think a single one of you is going to be able to be this? You belong to me. Was that supposed to hurt?
That was the idea, yeah.
Keep trying. You're pissing me off. That barely tickles. Does this shit, dickholes?
Yeah. It was going so well, too. I don't even know how I was living that. Like, there's no time to dodge because he also has the auto aim that you have. Because I couldn't help but notice when he was shooting them out, the little laser balls. He was when he was shooting the laser balls out, they were following me aggressively. Jesus, I died once, and this is how long it takes to... I'm not dying again, I'll tell you that much. Look, I'm gonna leave this in on purpose so you know. This is what happens when you're at Mr. Blobby himself. Man, sitting there lagging up the game. His intro of him getting into the area was questionable. Mainly because I couldn't see him. It just did a whole bunch of, oh, what's it? Oh, it crashed. Well, I guess I gotta reload. Okay, so in gargantuan, whatever you call this idiot, his boss fight has a lot of problems. I've crashed 2 times. And hopefully don't crash again, but you know, beggars can't be choosers.
You're already dead. You just don't know yet. Fighting me is pointless. Dodge this shit, dickhole. You will be destroyed. Welcome to Bullet Town, bitches. Oh, embarrassing. You were just paradise before you fuck with me. Lots of shit coming your way. This is for the G3. Nothing. I feel nothing. The offense is weak. You won't be able to hurt me like that.
Let's do it!
Oh, I fucking hate you! I'm so much stronger than you. Quit wasting everyone's time. Fuck off, asshole! I fuck! Was that supposed to hurt? Fuck! You belong to me! Go ahead. Well, give up now. You call that an attack? Ha 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 ha! I've had harder different. Try again.
Let's do it!
Can't believe I have to fight a fucking drug.
Don't do drugs, kids.
You're pissing me off. Why am I fighting the merchandise? That barely tickles. Fuck you, eat this. How dare you attack me?
Well,
You fucking suck.
Let's do it!
I hate having to do the dirty work myself, but you forced my hand. Anyhow, you're gonna fucking die. I've got a whole galactic crime syndicate to run. I can't be fucking around with you.
Let's do it!
Oh, fuck, no!
Now's our chance. We have to shove that bomb inside of...
yeah, so, a lot of problems here.
Yes, okay, little deeper. There we go. Okay, yeah, shove that bomb all the way up his asshole, into his entire.
I didn't even know that was,
that should be good. Now pull
as
out
you
and
said,
let's blow
his
this
booty
fucker
hole.
up. It's time for the G3 to become the G0. Suck my ass. Okay, what's wrong? Is
Good
it
one,
broken?
Kenny. Good
God
one.
Damn it, Gene, the remote's busted. Oh shit.
Oh, hello. You're fucking done. Now it's time to make you really suffer. Let's make a deal. If you give up and turn yourself over to me, then I won't harm the two people you love most in this world.
Fuck, he's got your parents.
Behold!
Hey, it's me, Jack Black.
Hi, I'm Susan Sarandon. Do we know you?
Huh? Are those your parents?
Parents?
Nope.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think the bounty hunter even knows these people.
Yeah, we don't.
But it's so nice to meet you.
So what? You don't love these two? Because every human I asked said they loved them.
Well, yeah, everyone loves us.
I mean,
Sorry,
Jack
Bounty
Black,
Hunter.
yeah. I don't
I'm
know
sure
who
your
you
parents
are.
still out there, you know? They're alive. I can feel it.
Okay, bounty hunter. Enough fucking around. Let's finish this. Enjoy death from my asshole. You're delusional if you think you're going to stop me. Trying. Damn, my shit's toxic. But guess what? It's pretty fucking useful that I'm fucked.
It looks like he's just getting dragged and dropped everywhere.
I'm sick of fucking with you.
What am I supposed to do in that?
Look at the power your people give me. This is the natural order of things. Fuck you. That's some breeding human.
I feel like crouching helps severely. Like crouching, look at this. Look at the power of crouching.
Bad for business, but good for my soul.
You can't do anything. Look, now he's trying to aim low. Oh, he figured it out. Yes, I did. Yeah, all you gotta do is crouch. It'll hit the ground before it hits you. Show me your might as I proceed to crouch. Like, look at this. Crouching helps you out in this so much.
What now? What now? The bomb didn't work.
Yeah, what's the plan here? Just
Just
keep
shoot
shooting
him.
and hope for a miracle?
I
Indeed.
have an idea.
Oh, fantastic!
The bomb might still be functional. I know a way to detonate it.
I knew you'd figure it out, Kenny.
I'll go inside of his asshole.
Oh,
and I'll
boy.
detonate it manually.
Oh, that's not
Manually,
good.
you don't even have
That
hands.
means-
Yeah, I know.
Kenny, we're not letting you do that, okay? There's gotta be another way.
Can you think of anything?
Actually, no, I can't. I guess this is the only way.
You're gonna blow both yourselves up? Kenny, you might die.
I know. Hey, bounty hunter. Fighting alongside you has been, well, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you for giving me the adventure of a lifetime. Now shove me deep inside that monster slug's dirty asshole.
Kenny.
Let's
I
do
wanna
it.
do this. I need to do this.
Indeed you do.
Okay. Well, I guess this is goodbye. You're the best bounty hunter I've ever seen, and you're an even better friend. See you later, pal.
They did this intentionally,
I'll
by the
always
way.
be with you,
I know
and
they
I
did
love
it
you.
intentionally. They had the little close-up of you sitting next to it. Look at it. Yeah, can I stop walking backwards?
Oh, shit, it's done. Comantuous is dead. He's fucking dead.
Rest in peace, fucker.
Good work, bounty hunter.
What about?
There's no way they could have survived that.
What a noble sacrifice.
He falls out the air or something. Oh!
I can't believe it.
No fucking way.
Oh my god, they survived. They made it. Let's do it.
I'm alive? Is Garmantuous dead?
We owe you big time. The whole universe owes you.
Now you're a fucking hero.
I'm so glad you made it. We did it.
Oh, he finally said something else. Instead of, let's do it. We did it. Oh, I can hold the skip. Why would I do that when I can discuss how many things are wrong with the game? It's okay. $60 worth? No. I mean, I suppose that's why they have it on Game Pass too. For those more skeptical people that if they see it on Steam and they see it's $60 and they don't want to waste $60, they can just go to Game Pass if they have that. But oh wow, Gene almost got kicked out for crapping on the floor, but Lizzie covered for it. Cool. List of problems, pop-ins, game crash, at the end especially. The bosses, the only two bosses I had like troubles with the game with was Dr. Gizzard or Gibbsard, Dr. Gibbons. Nope, I'm just gonna skip because that sounds like an actual song. That's it. That's actually it. Okay, cool. Well, I'll talk and then I'll continue to see if that's actually it. But and if it is, then you'll just see it just cut out from this main screen instead of me loading in and all that stuff. But anywho, this ain't a $60 game. Let's get that out the way first. I feel like nowadays, just a lot of games in general, if it's from somebody well known, they just pretty much slap the 60 on it, regardless of the state it's in, because you know it's whatever. Yeah, because people will end up buying it anyway because it's from, like, you know, a semi-trusted or a trusted source, half and half, right? But that's besides the point. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. There are pop-ins, and especially on Zephyr, where you go to find Dr. Gibbons. When you return to that planet, it is a nightmare trying to load that planet. You stutter every 2 seconds. When I found Dr. Gibbons in the first place and he slipped and killed himself, he was stuttering there, so I couldn't even see the animation all the way. And then on top of that, because it's a Xbox Game Pass game or whatever, and like I'm fine with it being around like 30 something, 30. That's being generous-ish, I guess. But there's a lot of content where it's just, it felt padded because they had the whole like, oh, settle the argument. Why would I care about that? I'm not invested in either of them. The only one I was invested in, sadly, well, not sadly enough, but the only person I was invested in was Gene, because he was actually like pretty chill and down to earth. Lizzie was just a constant that's all I kept hearing over and over again, just her complaining left and right and having to settle arguments when Gene more or less got down to the point. And it's one of those, like, I would have been fine with it in small doses, right? But it's, I got an achievement: defeat Gargantuous and take down G3 Cartel. It took that long for that achievement to pop up, really. But That would have been fine if the arguments were in small doses, but it's every time I defeat a bounty, I get back, they're having some argument. I got in the Scrindle Bros, Gibbons, Torg, who else? Nippelon, that guy who has the little drills on his head. There's like 1, 2, 3. Because I'm trying to like recall the image of the actual like bounty system itself. There were 7 people. 7 people in total. Because I know I'm probably missing one. Douglas, that's who. 7 people in total. 7 arguments to settle after each fight. Now, if I just got off of a gunslinging fight, right, and I want to, you know, do some upgrades and stuff, or, you know, just mess around a little bit, I don't want to be afraid to go back into the portal because they're going to force me into an argument that I have to put my input in where they don't even care in the first place. I told like when Lizzie and Gene were arguing and said, oh, tell Tweek he can stay. I told Tweek, get out. Did he get out? No. So what's the point of my input if nobody's going to listen to me? It's one of those cases, right? And then there are cases where like you had, like in my previous one, that detective guy or whatever, where half his body was just like clipped into the ground, and half of his height was just hidden because they did not line up his character model with the floor. And then once he got in your house, he was a lot taller. So there was that too. And then as you saw at the end too, with Gargantuan, I think it's Gargantuous. I don't forget the idiot's name. That's how much of a disappointment he was. Gargantuous was, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say he was challenging, but at the same time, not really. They just pretty much sped up his animation and made him just spam stuff, which, because of how long it takes for you to naturally recover health, it becomes a problem. It's like, oh, this is challenging. And then it really wasn't challenging once he got on the ground, because I pretty much solved it by just crouching, which you can't do it when he's in the air because he's flying around and he's getting an actual bird's eye view on you, so he's going to hit you from top down. But if he's on the ground, you're on the ground, you crouch, the little balls that he shoot out will disappear from the ground, hitting the ground before they hit you. So that's an easy way to cheese for anybody who wants to try that. Oh, also, there's like the beginning 25% of the game, up and like from Torg 5 to the guy with the drill head. Those 2 fights, they were intuitive to some degree, not exactly something to write home about, but yeah, it was still fun, and you had to focus on like other things in between. Like with the drill guy, he had like lasers coming back and forth and stuff, and then he was digging in the ground, shooting his little shotgun blast, having fun. And then you had Torg 5, where she shot that laser, and it's like you gotta get either on the side or you gotta make sure to get on the platforms and grapple. Once you got past those 2, it was just shoot them. Shoot them, stun them, you win. Douglas was easy because I just hopped on top of a computer and just shot him from there. Because I don't think they intended for you to do Douglas the normal way, so to speak, because of all the electricity on the floor, where you have little to no time to move and it takes you forever to heal. But that might just be me. The only bosses that left an impression on me, though, honestly, were just those 2. In Torg and Mr. Clayboy, the driller guy. Those 2, I remembered them first and foremost. You can tell Douglas didn't even leave an impression on me because I forgot about the idiot when I was counting how many bosses there were. Gibbons, the only reason I remember him is because once again I stuttered and the game couldn't load. The game has a lot of issues. Oh, also there are bugs in the game. Holy like, I ran into some instances where I was blocked off from an area and I looked all the way around. It's in my previous ones, but I like cut through half of it. But in my previous videos, whenever I had to get across a section, like one section that stuck out to me in particular that I left was I defeated the Scrindle Bro, right? Now it might just be me being stupid, or it might have just acted stupid, one or the other. I did not see any type of pipe I can shoot creatures, little children into in order to unlock the thing. I shot the door repeatedly, nothing happened. The only thing that made me suspicious about what happened, like if I bugged out or not, was I hit one of the Scrindle Bros with Swazzy. Stunned, I essentially piled on as much damage as possible, and he fell in the grinder, and the game forced me to look down and see him go in the grinder. It's like, okay, well that's concerning because the game's forcing me to look down as if, it wasn't intentional, but because he went that way and he's supposed to be finished, quote unquote, then, the fight's over. I tried for a total, well, it didn't take too long, but I tried like 10 minutes back and forth jumping off that platform trying to find a high point so I could just reach it normally with my jetpack, just boosting, timing it, as opposed to trying to launch myself because I couldn't turn the platform. I just couldn't turn it. And then the overall feeling is the game's okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, also, fourth wall breaks are okay, but this game, oh my god, that was literally the only thing I've heard if I wasn't talking to Gene, Mr. Nugget, the mayor guy, or Lizzie. Everything else, everybody else did everything in their power to break the fourth wall in some form or fashion. I kept hearing in the background stupid stuff about Frasier over and over again. I kept hearing about Oprah over and over again. I kept hearing about like one-off comments. It's like, oh, my boy, my poor boy, in the like Charlie voice, over and over again in every fight. Put it this way, I'm gonna sum it up as this: the first 25% of the game, where you fight Torque 5 and Drill Boy, are the best enjoyment you can get out of the game. And then the rest turns into a nightmare. A fourth wall breaking, meta commentary nightmare. Between the stuttering, the models that are glitching out, the constant arguments you have to settle, and like I said before, just what's the proper way to put it? I sort of lost the argument there, but you get what I'm saying. Something like that. The stuttering, performance issues, and returning to Zephyr, like they recycled it. Oh, that's what. There's a lot, and like I feel like I said before, the arguments are just there to pad for time, essentially. Like it's just there for you. And it's like I would have been fine if they had, like, if we had regular fourth wall breaks in a limited amount, but only contained to on Earth. Like while we were on Earth and they just started spouting stuff. And it's like, oh, if we return to Earth, where it's basically hinting at, oh, they looked at our TVs and they chatted with us a bit, and then they're like, oh, hey, Jack Black and blah blah blah, and then the fourth wall breaks come rolling, because then it would make some sense. Instead of just the second the game starts and I go on like a complete alien planet that don't even know who humans are, and 2 seconds later, I want to go watch Frasier on Netflix. How do you know that? The hyperbongs didn't even hit the shelves yet. One of those, right? Where it's like, if you're gonna add fourth wall breaks, add context behind the situation to make sense in that general scope. Like, what's a good example? I'm trying to think. Because I'm trying to think, since, you know, Dan Harmon, at least I'm hoping that's his name, was involved with Rick and Morty and all that stuff. Where it's like, even though Rick talks to Morty and essentially breaks the fourth wall, he does it within the context of things. Like, he doesn't, well, the earlier seasons of Rick and Morty, now it's just constant, like, he's, in meta commentary and all that stuff. But the earlier seasons, where it's like Rick talking to Morty, like when the Morty shoved the fruit up his butt or whatever and got real smart, and he's like, oh yes, I gotta be you and me, Morty, countless adventures, countless seasons and stuff. To Morty, that sounds like, oh hey, he's just rambling on and being crazy. But to us, it's like, oh hey, that's a cool subtle nod to the fourth wall. It's like, countless seasons and stuff, and like, Rick is smart, Rick thinks he's in a simulation, Rick thinks this and that, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, you know. But it's like, it's not in your face. And then they, well, last thing too, and then they had like countless points. Wow, I just immediately forgot it. Well, what was I going on? Rick and Morty, fourth wall break, get the fruit. Oh, and the names of other stuff. I'm fine with the names, but after a while, it just became, the names essentially turned into this. Where, you know how like in every superhero movie you have some type of neum behind it, Eternium, Kryptonium or something like that. And I know Kryptonite is not Kryptonium or whatever, but you know, I'm trying to make an example. Eternium, Metalum, something like that. But like, there's a neum at the end of everything if they can't explain it. Vibranium, there we go. Eternium. What are some other ones? Whoever sees this needs to let me know in the comments. What other ones? And what other neums are there? And those are the only two that I'm drawing in my head right now. Essentially, the names just became like that, where it's just like, oh, I'm like the Mac and Cheese brothers. Oh, I'm Johnny Mac and Cheese. I'm Jimmy Mac and Cheese. Blah 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 blah. It's like, you're just a bundle of joy, huh? Whereas like the names just became like more, if anything, just something that I could just throw in my head and then throw out like 2 seconds later. They were just throwaway names that they were just making up just to quote unquote be funny. Where it's like, haha, that guy's called Johnny Mac and Cheese. That's funny. I will say this though, game, it depends, but it is honestly, it is not for everyone. Oh boy. Like, some people, they'll enjoy more fourth wall commentary or whatever. But for me personally, I can only stand it in small doses. And even then, in this game, it was testing my patience. The gameplay, yeah. And once you get like all the Gatlians, it's fun to switch and constantly think about what you're gonna do next with what Gatlian. But when you just have Kenny and Gus, just those two, or when you just have Kenny in general, at the beginning, it sucks. And we can't forget Knifey. When you just have Kenny, Knifey, and Gus, it sucks because you just go, you either choose Kenny, which is what you're gonna stay on because Gus has 3 shots. You can't do Knifey because it gets annoying having to knife everybody constantly. Go, oh, how many slashes will you do? How many licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Like that, right? Gus, 3 shots, don't even feel like they do anything. You can bring them closer, shoot somebody, still don't feel like it do anything. The only 1 shot, 1 kill shots with Gus that works is on in grunts, the actual like grunts, not the ones that are like tall and skinny. But the plate thing on Gus is actually fun to mess around with. But once you got all the guns and once you got, let's do it, that's when it got enjoyable. But that is besides the point. That's enough of me rambling. That is the end of this. The main takeaway, besides all the issues. Oh, also, this game had so many updates. On like, I don't know what was wrong with the Xbox version of it, the Xbox app, Xbox PC Game Pass or whatever. But every time I would load it up, it said, "Oh, I need like a." Well, not every time, but basically, like I'll take a break. I'll take a day break from it, and this is why I really wanted to get it done too, because my internet speed when it comes to downloading is garbage. I get like 4-5 megabytes per second, and that's via Wi-Fi that I'm usually on. Like that's my main form of internet. I'm on Wi-Fi. I don't like lugging my PC over to the modem and plugging it in because that's annoying. But every time I tried to skip the day and then I tried to come back to the game would hit me with, "Oh, I need a 35 gigabyte update." And then if, let's say I don't have any space, right? It says, "Oh, well, I still need the 35 gigabyte update. So, I guess you can't play it until you get it." And then when you try and like back out or so, whatever, back out, the game will start wigging out and then it'll just let you play it anyway for no reason. It's just, like the updates were just there to be there at that point. And like they didn't do much, well, if anything at all, in my opinion. They were just sort of, they were just there essentially, where it's like, oh, well, you got to do this update to play the game. And what does the update do? Same as the Xbox One. It just same as the Xbox One. It takes the approach of you want to update or you want to skip and stay offline? Yeah, basically like that, where it's like, you gotta update if you want to play it. If you don't want to play it, then don't update. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Is there a new game plus? Or is it just gonna take me back to Gargantuous? I get different options just to mess around with.
Holy shit, kid! You really did it!
Oh, hey.
Gargantuous is dead! Well, just so you know, everything's kinda just gonna be the same for a bit. News takes a while to travel. There's still gonna be G3 guys to fight everywhere. But, good job! Seriously.
Are you tired of your regular
In my back home?
pills situation where you have to
Nope, still on Gatlas.
pills and like first day through last day kind of.
That's another thing too. I can't just enter the door. I gotta back all the way back to where my gun goes in the gun animation. And then I can open the door. I can't just in and out like this. Like watch. Look, can't do that. Even though I just went there. Can't do that because the game doesn't recognize I'm at the door unless I'm at a certain point. Look, it says entering your house up top. Now I can go out. Now I can go out the door. Do I actually have any other planets? Look, that's it. Look, I remembered them. Bye bye. 7.
Thank you so much. I just want to say that
Oh wow.
what we do here is we, it's a device
Unknown
that
sector,
pops
cool.
the pills for you. It's for pill people.
Cool.
And it's a pill people
Well then,
popper. You wanna know
this hero finally gets to take a nap.
So this is where the magic happens, huh?
I'll see you guys at the bar. Buy me a drink.
See you guys in whatever other series that I end up playing. But I shall catch you guys later.
Also,